The bridge training website currently exists in French and English. It is comprised of two separate parts. The right part allows you to play a deal to get an idea of the interface that will be offered to your students. And the part that will interest us today is the left part, because it will allow to create from your own data, a data to play. This is the composition of the bridge training interface, specifically designed for the purpose of creating data. Everything I'm going to show you from now on is doable by hand. But what is perhaps most important for bridge teachers and those who will create deals in general is that you absolutely do not need to recreate everything by hand. You can very well use your existing equipment in the form of PBN files or DUP files. This is my plan here. I will download a personal data file on Drury as an example of what I'm going to do in this situation. It is a file that contains 4 data, as you can see. Here is the first piece of data. As you can see, all 4 games, the contract and the lead have already been imported, as well as the bidding sequence for each game. The import process is complete. But that's not all. As you can observe in this area, the comments pertaining to the auction, along with your final comment, have also been imported and included in the system. You can add to all of this data any data you want, especially comments on the card game, a type of bridge, a vulnerability, or, which is very useful, a result that you expect from your student. You can indeed, for instance, play the contract of 4 hearts with the hope and intention of encouraging your student to achieve an overtrick. Or you can place it on its side and ask it to limit the declarer to 9 tricks. So this is where you can make adjustments to this setting. What is of utmost importance ultimately is this tab that will enable you to specify the pedagogical characteristics that you wish to utilize. You have the option to allow your student to bid, or you can just display the bidding sequence to them. You can additionally exhibit him the trump, exhibit him the contract, or have him participate in mini bridge, or even, for individuals who are completely new to the game, not exhibit them anything at all. In this way, you can simply have them touch the bridge with their finger to convince them that it's a great game. All you have to do is press this button. It's as simple as that. Just a quick press and you're good to go. It couldn't be easier. This button will enable you to create an address. Here it is. This is the address that you will be able to communicate to your students so that they can play the game based on the characteristics that you have chosen. And this is an example of what the user interface looks like in its current state. When your student clicks on the link you sent them, this is the visual content that they will be able to view on their screen. Here, the system, that is to say, the robots, maintain the positions of west, north, and east. Your student is placed in the south. As you can see, the auctions for the northern and eastern regions that were planned are displayed on the screen. Your student must consequently bid at this juncture. Let's envision that he commences with a peak, typically and as is customary. North responds by bidding 2 clubs employing the Drury convention. And as you could see, the comment that you had planned materialized and appeared on the screen. The word comes back to the user in the southern region. Typically, he would say 2 hearts at this location. Let's imagine that the student makes a mistake. He's going to say 2 peaks. He is told that there is a better offer possible. At this stage, he could say, from the heart. If he makes a mistake again, for example by saying de carreau, the system will automatically place the correct bid, which is here de coeur. Your student will be able to continue this process until they eventually reproduce the sequence that you had planned